Hey everybody, it's JoJo here, the Joyous Genealogist. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over some tips for family search, just some quick basic stuff, nothing too hard. Family Search had some updates in November, and if you're like me and you don't really read through stuff very good when you get it, then you'll want to watch this video because this updates you on all this will update you on the updates that they did in November with the person page. Okay. So first off, if you haven't noticed that they updated the homepage of Family Search, they did. And what you would do is you'd come over here to your right-hand side and you'd click this little bar right there, and it's going to bring you to this page. And so this is the new homepage feature, which I like. It's pretty much like the other one. So the difference is you don't have all the pictures that keep going, all the memories down there. So it still has the to-do list. It still has recent people. It still has recommended tasks. It still has everything. Okay. The only thing I'm not sure about, was this right here. This is new. Okay. And that's just so you can share with family, whatever. You can share it on this page. It's kind of like Facebook. It's like Facebook, kind of, sort of. All right. So there's that. And then once you've done that, let's go to somebody in my tree. Let's go to Elizabeth Eleanor Walker. This is my grandmother. Let's go to her. Now, if you go to, this is something I updated. If you go down here to your tools, you can come down here and scroll sources. You can see all the sources over here on your right. So that's something that they've changed. And then also alongside that, if you open that, you can view it from here. You can also tag it. You can detach it. You can review the attachments. You can edit. And the source date was 1899. All right. So anyways, also has it'll have your web link. It has the citation. And so this right here, you can copy it and put it into your family history story. All right. Or share it with whoever else needs that information. But I love this. So you could tag it with whatever you need. If it's a marriage document, you could tag it marriage, christening, death, and so on. Okay. And then you also have, of course, your sources that are always up here under the person. And then another thing that I don't know if they've always had this. I think they have. I think it's always been here. The sources linked underneath the name. Like she has 12 sources pertaining to that's tagged for her sex, christening, so on. Follow me. So I'm not sure if that's been there forever, but I'm noticing it now. All right. So there's that. And then another thing, you can come down here back to your toolbox and you can go to my layout settings. Now this is something I was not familiar with. And right here, you can pick out whether you want it a double column, like how I have it now. So I have 2 columns. It has everything listed here. I think it's just more consolidated. And I love that. And then you have everything else down here. So if you don't like it in this view, you can go to the single view. Okay. That's what that looks like. All right. And I like the double column, so I'm going to keep it there. And then also you can order your sections by whatever pleases you. So I have the vital information here. Family members is underneath that. You could move other relationships above that if you wanted to. And then brief history, other information. However you want to do that, you can play. I mean, it's easy to move and you can change it around as many times as you want. So, all right. So there is that information there. And then also you have your little research help. Now they've had this for a while, but they've also included more help on this side. And I feel like it's just, I don't know. I'm noticing it more now. I have no idea, but there's that. You click on it, it's going to open up everything in full view. Now, data problems, I have a possible merge here I need to review, and then a census report from the 1950 census. So I need to attach this. Okay. So you've got that, and that's going to, for every person, you're going to have that there. If there's any documents or anything missing, it also has suggestions. So it's a lot like Ancestry's hints, leafs, right? That's what this is. And they'll have suggestions. Well, it's been 3 years since the last birth. There's that too. So it's just going to give you suggestions. Research helps to like look into things that maybe you need to look into that. So there's that. All right. And then if you go to her about page, this is new. And it shows you, it's like a story, basically. It combines everything they've learned so far that you've put or somebody else has put on here. And it puts it into a story so that you can see pictures, memories, things like that. And then it has a timeline. And then you can also, one really, really neat thing is just kind of like Ancestry, you can view with map her birth. This is where she was born. Her residence, where she lived. Death of parent. It's over here. This is where she's buried, right? I think so. Well, anyways, you get the idea. So that's really cool too. I love that. So this is something really fun to play around with. And then it has more sources. It's like, I love it. It just puts everything in a really good organized layout for us, right? All right. And then, so you have that. And then in the memories, they've changed this to where it used to be, like documents and I don't have any documents underneath here. I don't have any attached. So that's something I'll have to have attached, but, everything's just will be in one kind of like one bucket. So instead of it being, census, whatever you have, whatever documentations, all be in one memory. What I'm trying to say is it's like all of it's combined together. All the documents, all the pictures, everything. That's what I meant to say. All right, so then you have that there. All right. Okay, I just love this though. It's a really good timeline. And then another thing they have added is that you can, sorry, it's taking me forever to scroll down here. Other relationships. So down here, you can add other relationships. So you could add a neighbor, you could add a priest, you could add, the priest who married them, you could add the godparent. If you're African American and you're looking for your ancestors, you could add a slaver who was the slave owner, your relatives. So you could track their census records because before the Civil War, that's how you had to do it. So that it's endless right here, adding different additional relationships that could help you search for other clues. Basically, you could add relationships that will add clues to your search. Okay. And then let's go to another person so I can show you this next. All right. So if we go to, this is probably my favorite update, by the way. If we go to Mary Pierce, this is the next update that was really, really necessary. So we all know this is a collaborative tree and everybody can change, merge, well, they don't make deleting possible, I don't think anymore, but everybody can work on this tree, which is a good thing, right? But it can be frustrating if somebody's doing something on here, they're changing something that is inaccurate, right? So right here, I made this note. This is new, you guys. It's a note that to a change, well, not to a change, but it's a note that I put on here and it's notifying. It says important research has been done to this person. Please read these alert notes before making changes. So basically I just was looking at ordinances and I came across her because I was like, oh, I remember being in the temple for her recently. Who is she again? She's somebody on my husband's side. And so what I did was I was looking and I was like, wait a minute, her dad's name's Captain James Pierce, but it's completely spelled different, of course. Well, it's not completely, it's one letter. But so what I did is like, oh, I know I need to come back here. I need to come back here. And so what I did was I put surname maybe spelled Pierce, need to research that further. So I honestly just put that in there for my own brain to remember, right? But what I will, but now if anybody comes here, they're going to see, wait a minute. They're going to come see that note and they're going to say, wait a minute, you're right. The last names are spelled differently. And if they get to it before me, boom, they can correct it. So that's my favorite change and tip for this video. I had to save it till last. Now, I wasn't saving it till last on purpose. I just happened to save it till last. So that is just about it, you guys. I mean, just a couple tips to help you along the way with some new changes that I didn't know about the note that I knew about the note, but I didn't know about making the note alerted. So right here, you can put your title, the surname, and, or I should have put maiden name. I'll put maiden name. Because it's her maiden name, right? All right. And then by hitting that alert, that's what takes it to the top of the page. And you could just leave a note without the alert, save it. But when somebody comes here, they're not going to see that. So I think that's going to be really helpful. FamilySearch is definitely doing this to help us help each other so that we don't, we're not making so many mistakes on everybody's trees, right? On all our ancestors, because we're all related. So for the most part, people are really cool about it. I'm going to follow this person to see if something comes about that little note before I can get to it. So that's it for this video, you guys. Let me know what your favorite part and update was. Hopefully you knew more than I did. But if not, hopefully this video helped you out, right? That's why I did it. So if I didn't know something, somebody else out there must not know it either, right? All right, you guys, remember to like and comment and share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, don't worry. Be safe and be blessed and be good. I always say that at the end and I almost forgot. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I won't forget to stay blessed, be good, and all that stuff, right? All right, bye, guys.